In 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to Janky AF and my Janky life. Well, it's been a little while. I apologize for that. Janky as ever, we got a freezing cold day here, but no snow and no salt yet, so it's time to move Aerostars. We did just get this one up and running. We put the new battery in it, fired right up. That's always good news when an Aerostar starts. And at this point, you know, like we sort of hit rock bottom. We're coming back up and everything's gravy. So the fact the Aerostar started up, it's got some lights on it, blah, 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 whatever. Anywho, we have both Fiats outside after a hullabaloo last time, which is great because it's created more space, but eventually we want to try to get this one back in. However, I think the fuel pump is clogged or something, or the fuel filter rather, because it's kind of bubbling out of there. We'll deal with that. Brown Aerostar, we'll talk about later, but for now we're going to go on a little mission because I have, and I think the struts are actually working on this today, our old stove here, and there's luckily in our little hamlet, there's a wonderful scrap center that we can drop things off to. So we got that all loaded up. And, you know, big red letter day here because I think I'm going to try to take you on a ride with me. Unfortunately, the van is going to beep at you the whole time. We have to get gas too because we're going to try to fill it up. We're going to try to get some fuel stabilizer in it and actually do a competent job of, you know, taking care of our vehicles this winter, which doesn't always happen. So 1 second here. We'll just set you down there. Yeah, you know, we'll do it janky here. Commence beeping. Okay, hopefully the seatbelt doesn't get in the way of the microphone here. Now this vehicle is out of registration for about a year, but we're just cruising on our local back roads, so hopefully we're fine. So we got an ABS light on, a rear ABS, and a parking brake light on, which is weird because the parking brake is definitely not on. Well, I love the push button lights on this thing, and I think they're working. It's a rare day when you see any law enforcement around these parts, and so hopefully we'll just explain that if we do get pulled over that we're just putting some gas in it so we can put it away for the winter, and it's a one-time event. I hope the beeping isn't as annoying for you. The brakes do feel a little bit soft, as annoying for you as it is for me, and hopefully you know, you bear with us here. You've dealt with a lot here on Janky AF, so obviously, you know, if you're watching this, you're pretty down with the jank. Are they gonna pull out? No, they're gonna let me go. All right, so we got it really is a nice day. You know, it said the high today was gonna be 43. And we got a bogey coming up fast on our 6 here. But I looked and the high was actually at midnight, so it's only downhill from here. So we got about a 32-degree day, but no precipitation, which is nice. Seem to be maintaining speed. And it's really just a gorgeous day out here. I'll give you some windshield footage there. So we're riding dirty here in the 1993 Aerostar, and then, like I was kind of alluding to before, I'm just trying to, you know, look on the positives of everything. Getting passed by a RAV4. We do have a little bit of steering wheel shake here going on. I don't think this thing is really in tip-top shape, but like I said, we're just going to try to get some gas in her and limp her down the road, get rid of this stove, which will be a major accomplishment. And the Aerostar, even when it's not in great condition, is still a capable hauling machine. And that's what's so great about it. You know, we have a Subaru Forester and a Toyota Prius V, both very capable utility vehicles and good in their own ways, but the Aerostar just has such a wide berth in the back, and it's just amazing. Even though it's probably shorter than both of those vehicles, you can fit so much more stuff into it. And I always champion the Aerostar for many reasons, but not least of which is it's just so darn practical as a vehicle to move stuff. And at the price point, you know, you're getting into trying to get into an old 1500 truck, or, you know, a big SUV like a Suburban or something like that. You know, even a really nice Aerostar is going to come in probably quite a bit cheaper than sort of a questionable vehicle Now, of course, I mean, in theory, you can tow a lot with the Aerostar too. I'm not sure quite how realistic that is with the Aerostar stock brakes and stuff like that. But, you know, it's just a one-of-a-kind vehicle, and for that reason, we love it. So we are, we'll brake a little early here. I'm gonna let this guy go here, four-way stop. All in all, it seems to be doing quite well. We're fogging up a little bit here. I might have to turn the defroster on the way back. So this is really a great asset we have here, this recycling center where we can drop off our scrap. I don't think this stove would fetch much money on the open market, even for scrap. I mean, it's not a usable appliance anymore. So that's very nice. One thing crossed off the list as we try to scramble and get ready for winter here. I don't know if I'm actually going to get my whole garage demoed, and I don't know what we're going to do with the red Aerostar, red Velvet. We may have to just sort of try to cover that up as best we can, keep the moisture out of it, and hope for the best. I mean, the red one is such a, I mean, they're all projects, but it's really a project in the sense that it's pretty much a restoration job, and we just do not have the time or the funds to deal with that right now. So, but the fact that we acquired the vehicle is the real scrap metal only. Well, why is there a Lazy Boy recliner in the scrap metal section? I guess that's turn it off here for a second. Stop that beeping. All right, so we have arrived. We'll get our stove out the back here, and we'll set you up on a little tripod situation. Lights are still on. Look at that. The Aerostar is yet again doing work. So put this right here, and maybe I'll give you a little view of me wrangling it out the back. I don't know if that's exciting for you folks, but the nice thing is with this lavalier microphone, you can hear me talk even when the camera's not on me. And the struts are working. The strut just popped off of my Prius the other day, and the whole tailgate fell and hit me in the head. That was not very fun. Did I bring my gloves is the question. Yes, I did. Well, you know, it's been a little gap between episodes here. Just been a lot going on, which I can't really explain. Just a lot of stuff. I really feel like it's like a time-honored tradition of this program to talk about things that I'm not really doing, but we will get back to Year of the Aerostar, I promise. I really want to keep that series continuing. We've hit a little bit of a lull. There we go. I'll just turn you around here. Boy, it seems like a lot of air conditioners went on the fritz this year. Go. Oh, such a nice relief to get rid of this thing. One less piece of garbage in our backyard as we work to declutter and de-hoard our janky life. All right, that's that. I mean, just look at how much space is. It's cavernous. We got the Ford, the factory Coast headphones plugged in. I'm sure obviously they're not doing much right now. And the color matched grill headliner obviously sagging quite a bit. But struts are still staying up amazing even on a cold day. So we're just about 10 minutes. So I think we'll actually do an episode on time today. So we close up our hatch here. So just wanted to take you on a little ride in the 93 Ford Aerostar. That was a lot of fun for me. Hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, we're gonna get cranking on some Year of the Aerostar episodes because I really love that program and want to continue it. And we're marching towards 366 episodes, one for every day of the year, including Leap Day. So we'll park you here real quick and say thank you all very much for watching. And we got to drive an Aerostar today, so always a good day when you get to drive an Aerostar. Hopefully she makes it home, but she did fine on the way here, so we'll put a little gas in her. And that's that. So thanks so much for watching. This has been my janky life here on Janky AF. We'll have another one coming for you very soon. And until then, janky do thank you.